This is Jon Card, and we're doing roundtable today. So we've got 3 victims. Sure, we got 3 victims. So you want to start here and we'll work our way over? You want to just tell me your name and what division you're going to go into and something else about you?
Kyle Slocum. I'm going into the weed water lane for Blackwell, and it's all new, so it's a new adventure.
Okay, that's good.
Ricky Noon going in the Hermiston Walmart lane. I've been driving for 4 years and I'm happy to be here.
And
Driver recruiter. My
okay,
name's Michelle. Work in the career center. 4 years now.
good. And Jason's here, and you've been working
17 years this January. 17
years, huh?
Yep.
I was trying to figure out, 25 years, 27 years I've been here? Something like that.
Lose count after a while.
Yeah. So the only important thing I have is payroll passed on to me that unless somebody specifically tells you to email you their cash expense, you need to send your cash expense via TransFlow every time. Don't email it unless payroll or somebody says, we just need you to email this receipt. Otherwise, it goes through TransFlow. The other thing I want to bring up, I was talking to Deborah in Blackwell today, and she was trying to get some detention for one of her drivers, and she was trying to figure out why the system hadn't got her the detention that she was looking for. Well, turns out, I guess the driver on his previous load was pretty fast. The system didn't see that he stopped at his last location to unload, which, that's fine. But he also did not send his times in using his Blackwell all stops message. Well, that caused his next load not to auto dispatch. And so we didn't see him arrive at his first shipper, and so we never saw him leave. So we didn't record his time that he was there at that shipper. So sending your messages or your all-stop messages in will help you get your detention and also ensure that your loads are being dispatched in a timely manner. Especially in Blackwell, they have a lot of loads that are what we call scheduled. You're assigned to the load, but you're not on it yet because you're already on a current load. And the system is smart enough to say, hey, once your current load has been arrived, I'm going to go ahead and send you your next dispatch automatically. But if we don't know that you got arrived on that previous load because our GPS tracking didn't work for whatever reason, then we're relying on you to send your all stops message saying, hey, I'm unloaded at this location. So just a suggestion, please send your all stop messages in. The other day, we had a driver that was asking about his PMs. And honestly, I never really thought about it before. So we whipped up a message real fast, and so now you can request PMs from your OBC, and it will send you your tractor and your currently assigned trailer. And if you're picking up another trailer, like if you're on Blackwell where you so many times pick up a different trailer, you can add in another trailer number, and it will send you the current PM status for the tractor and those trailers. And if there's something else that a driver wants to suggest, I'm certainly interested in anything to make your job easier or more efficient. And like this PM, it's an automatic message. Nobody back here in the office has to respond to it. The computer just looks it up and sends it off to you. So if there's something else that you think we could benefit, certainly turn it in as a suggestion.
That was a good idea, though. I think that's really helpful.
And honestly, there's no reason why we couldn't have done that 5 years ago. Just never occurred to me,
Yeah.
you know? And we found 2 different trucks this week that were missing their DOT inspection. And it wasn't that the DOT inspection wasn't done, they didn't put it in the work order. So in one case, it was the truck sitting here, but we just hadn't used it. But the other one was the driver that kept getting a PM message saying, hey, your DOT's expired. So absolutely, the driver should have called into driver services, and then they needed to research and figure out what load or which work order should have had that PM on it. And we were able to fix that, and so now it shows that that truck's good, and we're not going to get any more messages to that driver saying your DOT's expired. You guys have any questions? No?
Pretty much got them all answered.
Okay. Well, don't forget, if you do have any questions, that's what your coach is for, to get you started. And then down the road, driver services. Heck, give me a call if you got a question, especially if it has to do with the computer system. You don't understand why it says this or something. No problem. I can help you explain.
So the majority of our systems are built in-house, and he's the one that built them all. So if you have complaints, go to him too.
Cool.
But I think the advantage to us working in-house is we want to change something today. Sure. Okay, it's done.
Wow.
Or maybe it's not quite so fast and it takes a month to do, but at least we're doing it to our schedule. So every time Jason changes the driver payrolls, okay, I'll adjust our program to accommodate that change.
Right.
And Momentum Pay was the latest.
Yeah. But now he's figured it out to where he built it to where when it does change, I have to change it. But he's built it so to where it's easy for me to go in and edit it for the whole fleet and not have to bother him on every little tiny detail, just the big ones.
Right, third parties would be, take
Handling
forever to
all
get
that,
those
right.
things done. They would
Yeah.
be-
How it is with almost everybody else.
But it's useful because in this industry, you have to be cutting edge. You have to be evolving, and if we don't, we fall behind. So
Right.
the fact that we have everything built in-house, we're able to evolve that much
It's
quicker.
huge, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a great thing for us.
Okay,
All right,
that's it.
Good.
Thank you,
Yes, so
John.
thanks, John.
Okay,
Appreciate it.
stop button.
Yes, very cool, Dave.
You famous for the house?
You wanna frame it and put it in the house? Well, maybe